congratulate Evansville. Walter and their team deserved to win. If we would have somehow pulled it out, you know, it would have been, kind of wouldn't even have been fair because they fought us the whole game and they were the tougher team. They executed, they made shots and threes and free throws. Yeah, my hat's off to them. It's hard to do that in this building, but they were more ready to play. He had his team better prepared than I had my team.
Start with Jerry on the left.
John, what do you hope your guys take from this going forward?
Well, within the last minute and 20 seconds, they had 2 offensive rebounds where you had a chance to win, but you got to go get balls. And literally, we couldn't, guys were running out. We worked for a month, maybe longer, toughness, because I knew that would be a key. And we reverted today. You saw a team that was way tougher than us. Their guards were more physical and tough. We couldn't post the ball. We were trying to post the ball. We couldn't hold position in the post. We couldn't come off screens, whether it was a ball screen, we didn't set it, they did. All the toughness, late getting to rotations, which we haven't done in 2 games. Well, we did it about 5 times, and they made us pay. You know, it's that lesson. Now, I will tell you, part of this is that I've had to change practice because we're practicing with 7 and 8 guys. That makes it hard. So I've got to figure out a way of, you know, like Ashton, that wasn't Ashton today. That wasn't the Ashton that I know. And I think when you're not competing every day to bring that out, you're not going to play that way. That's on me, not on them. But again, Evansville deserved to win the game in every aspect. They out-rebounded us, they out-toughed us, they made more threes, drove us for layups. I mean, they deserved to win.
Questions, folks? So Bonnie on the right.
Coach, I asked Coach Cardi about how they would, against y'all's athleticism, that they were able to get so many straight line drives to the basket. I think you just alluded to that. Explain just what they were doing, what you all were doing.
They were spreading the court and saying, I'm beating this dude on the dribble. And they beat him on the dribble. We weren't in to go out, but we were spreading the court out. We weren't playing the way we play. And then we got better where we moved it in and we made our little run. But again, you have 1 or 2 breakdowns where you have a chance to get an offensive rebound. They get it, kick it out, make a 3, or get it and get fouled, kick it out and drive and lay up. They smelled they could win the game, and they finished. They finished strong, and we didn't. You know, this was a great lesson for all of us, including me. I mean, we could say they got outplayed, and I could tell you I got outcoached.
They're on the left.
Coach, over here, I know you were just saying that you said Ashton Higgins didn't look like himself today. What was it that Evansville was doing?
He's a little bit injured right now, so he hadn't really been practicing, and by not being able to really get after it, that's his game. So we got to figure out whether we shut it down completely, and I was trying to say, let's get through this game and take some time, and probably should have had him take the game off. But, you know, we will see. We got a lot of stuff to figure out, to be honest with you.
You say he's injured exactly. What's he injured with? What's going on with him?
His leg is bothering him.
Go player on the left.
John, were your turnovers more due to Evansville's defense, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do on offense when you had twice as many turnovers as assists?
Well, we only had 13 turnovers. That's not bad. The problem is we weren't passing the ball to each other. We were just coming down and we're saying post it, and the dude twice jacked up threes like it's high school. Just shoot it. And you're looking like, really? Like, do you understand we're in a dogfight here? We came down and did a screen, rescreen, got a layup. We called the same thing. The guy shot a 3. Really? Why would you do that? Because I just played high school 4 months ago. And so we got, you know, you're expecting your veterans, but Nick, I mean, the game got physical, and he wasn't as tough as their guy, and that's bottom line. So he's got to know that I can't play that way. I've got to be strong and hold my position. Nate, same thing. We couldn't post Nate. We couldn't get him the ball. So.
Any other questions, folks? John in the front.
In 10 years, you've now lost one of these pay games at home. Is that just something that's bound to happen eventually? Is there something different about this team that it fell short?
Well, if we play like we did today, we'll lose more than one. If you're not tougher than the other team and you're this young and we're trying to play 8 guys right now because of injury, you better fight like heck. And we did that when we play Eastern. Now, Eastern spread the court out a little bit, and so we were able to do some things. This team kind of packed it in. They forced down pick and rolls. They switched a little bit. They kept us out of the lane a little bit better than Eastern did. But like, we couldn't post the ball. Like, literally we couldn't get it to the guys in there where we wanted to go in and let's get some easy baskets. But this is all, look, again, I've done this 35 years and stuff like this happens. You want to grow from it. You want to learn from it. We may look back in a couple weeks and say, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to this team. We also may look back in a couple weeks and say, what in the heck? They're not changing. Because I said it from day one, the whole key to this would be toughness. Toughness doesn't mean pushing and shoving. Toughness means before I catch the ball, I'm working. Before a shot hits the rim, I'm moving to go rebound. If I'm getting screened, I'm fighting that screen because I'm tough. And I'm not trying to fight it early to get beat on the back door. We don't play that way. If I'm in offense and it's something they're playing through me, I will get open because I'm tougher than the guy that's guarding me. All the stuff, taking a charge, being tough enough late to make free throws, like to finish off a game. I mean, all that stuff. And then for these young kids, there's an expectation that we win every game at home. Okay, you didn't win this one. There's an expectation for everybody, our fans and everybody. Every game we play at home, we should win. It's not the case. Either you fight to win the game or you don't win. And if my team played like this, then they must have thought that I was going to accept it. So that all comes back to me. I don't ever blame the kids on this kind of stuff. I look at myself and say, okay, what was wrong with the preparation? Okay, we're only practicing with 7, 8 guys. Well, how do we make it so that we still get something done and that we don't have this kind of step way back and almost accept that, I'm getting out work today.
Or John on the right.
John, were there any individual positive performances that you saw from any of your guys?
I'd have to look at the tape. I was really disappointed in the last 2 offensive rebounds because we had a chance to win the game. But you come up with those balls, and if you look, the guards took off. They didn't even go into the rebound. And our bigs were running under the rim instead of checking out and creating space. I mean, stuff that we worked on, but a lot of game slippage. And I told them this a couple days ago, the way I coach is I don't ever think about losing until the horn goes off if we won or lose, lost the game. And even today I was thinking, okay, how do we do this? The last play wasn't run right. And I put Tyrese in the spot he hadn't been. So he came back and caught the ball and just did what it wasn't supposed to be him. He was supposed to be up the court. So there's things we got to do, and there's ways that I'm going to have to coach and make sure that these guys understand. But I'll say this, we got great kids. They're hurting, and they should be, but my guess is they'll learn from this and understand we can't be this way. If you don't guard and rebound, you don't get easy baskets. If you're getting beat on the bounce, you got to figure out, how am I staying in front of these guys? If you're not ready to play, what was your game preparation like? Like I look at a couple, whatever you did today to get ready for this game, don't do that again. Did anybody sleep after the shoot around? Did you go back and sleep? Because if you did, you look like you were sleeping today. And I don't want to say all that to take away from Evansville because they beat us. This wasn't us giving them a game. They took it from us. They came into Rupp Arena where not many people win, and they won a tough game. And I'm, again, happy for Walter. He's a good man and a terrific coach. Thank you.
Folks, Linda.